Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Leantendo, back with another Blue Protocol video, and this one I am so excited for. This is going to be our first class review on Blitz Lancer, no less. The newest class just came out just about 2 days ago, and man, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this class is absolutely amazing. It has literally changed the speed of the game. It is just honestly probably the best DPS class out right now, I would say, or at least has the most potential. Mind you, I am only level 24, so I don't know everything, but I'm going to tell you what I do know and tell you what I've kind of gone through and what I've noticed with the game. So without further ado, yeah, let's hop right into it. So here we are. These are the practice dummies we'll be messing with today. And the reason why we're here out of all the other places that you could be is because a lot of the practice dummies are being used by a lot of people, but this seems to be the one that not too many people have gotten to yet because not everyone's max level. This is kind of like the max level place you would be at. But regardless, let's hop right into it. I'm going to show off some skills, show off some gameplay, and pretty much explain to you what Blitz Lancer is all about. And I guess we'll start right now with Blitz Lancer was actually what I had originally thought it would be, and that is a status effect buff, debuff, melee DPS class pretty much. Love it, love it, love it. It is somewhat long range, 100% mid range and close range. It's very fast and has a lot of potential to do a lot of damage. I'm gonna tell you right now that it's probably not necessarily taking the place of Twin Striker like I originally thought, but definitely is something that you'll see probably more than Twin Striker later on in the game. But I don't want to take anything away from Twin Striker. Twin Striker is still an amazing class. To those Twin Striker mains out there, we love you guys. And right now, before we even get into it, I also want to give a shout out to Bafaria's Discord/website, guys. They are literally the best when it comes to getting the information out there. Besides Blue Protocol database, they are very nice. Discord's a very nice place, really chill. Whenever I have a question or I don't know anything, I literally go straight there and I ask a friend and they'll let me know really quick what I need, what I'm missing, this and that. And it's just an amazing place. So please feel free to go head out over there and check out their website as well, because their database is absolutely amazing. I'm not even kidding. I'm going to bring it up right now. Their database has all the information you will ever need having to do with Blue Protocol. Okay, right here we have literally the items, weapons, everything, etc. Then you can come over here to the map, see where everything is, and then you also have a whole entire classes thing where you can check out all the classes. Mind you, Blitz Lancer has only been out for literally 2 days at the time I'm recording this video, and we already have all the information, all the skills. We don't have the necessary meta yet, that's coming soon, but we have the skills, everything. And yeah, just major shout out to them, because I've been using this site to help me out with a lot of stuff, especially when I wanted to build stuff or working on my build, building up my character, building up my class. You know, I definitely come here and check stuff out and see what I want to grind towards. And yeah, they even have comparisons against other classes, like what everything is doing, like comparison wise, stuff like that. It's all here. Level 50, level 1, level 100, it's all here. So definitely give them a check out. I'll make sure to link them in the description. And yeah, thank you guys so much. But anyways, back to the content. So as you can see, I have an assortment of skills here. We have a couple things that I want to get into, but it'd be better if I showed you instead. Starting off with, let's hop right in here. Starting off with the most important thing about Blitz Lancer, and that is going to be the sigils, or you can call them imprints. Now, there's multiple names that we're going to refer to them, or you can refer to them with. I call them imprints or sigils, and I just say red, blue, green. Now, what red's going to do is pretty much, it's like a burn. Wait a minute, something's aggroed on me. So right there, that's red. And that's me jumping up and smashing down. Now, there's multiple ways I could go about doing damage and getting this sigil. There's a way I can hold left click, and then you'll see that my spear is now glowing. I can look at something and immediately let go of left click, and I rush towards it and I land a hit, dealing damage that will also leave a red sigil. Now I do some more hit damage here, and eventually it'll burst and do a lot of damage. Now there's another sigil, and this is the green sigil. This is the entanglement sigil. So what's happening right now is now it's slowed. It's like if this were a boss or a monster, anything that's moving, it would be slowed and not able to move as fast. And then there's also the blue sigil. This is the blue sigil, and now whatever I'm fighting is going to be doing less damage towards me and my friends. So there you go. Now I can use moves or skills to get these sigils instead of actually like using my combos like this. I can just go ahead and launch my Q, and that'll put the red sigil on it. And that's currently the only move that I have right now, or that I'm currently using, that does that. Now I will show you that there are plenty of skills that are capable of doing said thing, like leaving sigils on there. In fact, there are some skills that I believe if you get the alpha or beta will actually leave multiple sigils on it. I don't know which ones at the moment, because again, I'm only level 24, so I have, or maybe 22, so I haven't actually gotten to that point yet. But yeah, believe me when I say that there's definitely things, or definitely ways to go about getting those sigils there faster. And you can also ult, right? This is my ult right here. And not only did you see like all the sigils pop up, because that's my ult, it hits for everything, it does every single sigil, but it also pops right away. So there's that. Now I've noticed the best way to get all the sigils down right away is to just go straight into a combo, starting off with green and then rushing in with blue and then jumping up and finishing off with red. And then I can just go into whatever skill I want next to just to do damage and stuff like that. And I've also noticed that the more damage you do, the quicker your sigils will pop, or not necessarily pop, but disappear, you know, they'll trigger. So the best way I would say to kind of get the most out of each pop would probably be to have skills that allow you to constantly replace your sigils, if that makes sense. And as you saw there, like here, we'll do it again really quick, starting off with green, going into blue, and then jumping into red, and then do some more damage here. You're gonna see a pop soon. Pop, everything's gone, but now it's marked on. Then I want to get another one back. I just launch it right into red. And if I had more skills that, or if I actually used the skills that allowed me to get blue and green, I could just pop my skills again and then get those sigils back and continuously pop them for more damage and more status effects or debuffs. And that's pretty much what like makes Blitz Lancer so amazing. On top of the fact that it has a lot of mobility, it is very fast. Combo wise, it's probably the most advanced class. Yeah, there's just a lot that goes into it, but I've had a lot of fun leveling this class. Like, you have no idea. I've had so much fun. And right now I'm a bit sad because I couldn't actually show you the max or the peak, you know, of this class. And I plan on making a video when I have alpha skills / beta skills to then, you know, present a better form of it. Because even at the moment right now, I'm technically only rocking a 1-socket level 50 Blitz Lancer weapon. So that's kind of the case right now. It's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I eventually will be getting a 4-socket. Trust, I will grind for that. But as of now, I just wanted to like kind of get my class leveled up and just play it because it's so fun and try out all the skills. There's still a couple skills I haven't even tried yet. As well as the thing with Blitz Lancer is that it's not all about just doing a lot of damage. There's also skills that allow you to kind of go into a deeper like understanding of your sigils. Like these here, these actually do stuff with your sigils. So there's skills like that. It's not all just like I'm doing a lot of damage, I'm hitting really fast. That's not the case, but it can be the case. And that's the thing where you can have multiple skills, build a certain like way. You can have the class be whatever way you really want it. Something that I've noticed is that I have been able to have at least 3 builds, I believe. One was mainly all sigil. The other one was going off of sigils off of my combos, and then also having a strictly one-on-one type of set of skills where I'm doing a lot of damage to one thing or things that are bunched up in one specific area. And there's also a build where I have a lot of AoE damage capability and stuff like that. So there's a lot of ways to go about doing things. At the end of the day, I will also say that the amount of elemental burst you can generate with this class is absolutely insane. I'm sorry about this person here. That's kind of why I came here, because like not too many people come here, but whatever. Yeah, the amount right there, That's an elemental burst. The amount of elemental burst you can generate with this class is absolutely insane. And this is actually a perfect example. Let me just farm this up really quick. As you can see, she's kind of just using all of her sigils and keeping them going like as much as possible. There you go, starting off with green, and then she's gonna go into blue, and then she should hit red. Nope. Well, she's not as good as me when it comes to the quickness of it all, but hopefully she sees that and understands that you can do it really quickly. But she did a lot of damage there. Thank you for the content. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of Blitz Lancer in a nutshell. And I'm going to show you what it's like in a dungeon. So let's hop right in right now. All right. And here we are in the first dungeon actually in the game. So these enemies won't actually be able to hurt me really, but a good way for me to show you all of the combat. Starting off with the sigil on an actual enemy. I messed up that one here, but there they are right there. That's all three. And honestly, you can't really see the difference with everything just because, like, you know, these guys are really weak. But anyways, let's keep going. And I just want to say the thing I like the most about Blitz Lancer, and also just like all of the classes, I guess actually all of the classes in Blue Protocol, something they do very well is the fact that you're actually able to make really diverse builds. I would say some people say that you can't make diverse builds, but if I wanted to, I could use skills that are all hard hitters like this one here, and also do sigil moves as well. I could do that, or I could use moves that are mainly all AoE slash up in the air type stuff like those, you know. Or I could use really quick attack moves like these, or even this one here, although that one's not as quick, and stuff like that. As well as with this class, I feel like the one thing it has in common with another class called Twin Striker is the combos. Okay, this class, you can make a lot of combos with skills here. I'll show you later actually what some of the alpha, betas, and even G3 skills look like. But say this skill right here, the 9 skill, where I 1, 2, 3. At a certain point, you see how the skill kind of launches the monster in the air. At a certain point, I think it's a beta skill, I'll be able to go in the air a little bit higher with that monster, and then be able to go into another move that could be an AoE attack like this, mid-air, right? Like mid-air, because you can launch moves in the air and then come down, like all that stuff. So the combos, like you could really do a lot of crazy stuff with these combos here. And as you can see, I'm not really putting any like or all the sigils on. I'm only really laying the red sigil on there just because that's really the only one I need, and I don't even need that, to be honest, especially on these guys. But when it comes to like the little fries, you know, you don't actually need to go all out, but of course you can, because, you know, if you're a Giga Chad gamer or someone who just likes to be really efficient with their damage output and like using all their utility or ordnance, that's something you're gonna end up doing. But one thing I love about Blue Protocol as well, and also Blitz Lancer, is how easily I was actually able to discover the mechanics of this. Like, there are no tutorials in BP where you, like, you know, will go practice. You can go practice on your own time, like with a little practice dummy like I showed earlier, but in reality everything is going to be like you're figuring out for yourself. And the thing I like about Blue Protocol is like there's nothing like kind of like Monster Hunter where like I really have to like do research about these combos to figure them out. I can literally just play enough, a couple hours in, and then I'll know how to do all the combos, you know, and I'll even be making my own combos eventually, stuff like that. And it's really great. Like, learning the sigils, I will admit, this is the one class that was probably the hardest to learn, and it wasn't hard at all. Okay, I'm just saying that. I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, it took the longest time to learn all the moves, just because in the beginning it's so easy to get your sigils off that I was just hitting them without knowing exactly what I was pressing. That's like, you know, the little button mash spam phase. But eventually when I did actually learn what triggered the sigils by myself, it was amazing. It's an amazing feeling, because at first I thought it was the skills. Like, at first I thought I had to do this skill right here to get the red, but it turned out that's not the case. And you know that by now, but still amazing, and I like that a lot. Another thing I like about Blitz Lancer is just the fact that I can play it how I want to play it. You know, One thing with Spellcaster is I wanted to be kind of a battle mage where I could be close range and do all that stuff. That's just not the case with Spellcaster. You can try it, but realistically, you're gonna regret it unless you have like a really tanky build, and that is hard enough in itself because you have to use certain imagines that are probably gonna defeat the purpose of playing Spellcaster, because Spellcaster is a straight DPS, you know. Also, I want to say this, I might have made a statement earlier that isn't actually correct, but I will say that this class has the most potential to be a big DPS, but as of now, well, actually technically I don't know, because Spellcaster got a nerf, but I'll definitely say that Twin Striker is still the main DPS. Okay, 100%. Twin Striker is still the main DPS for sure. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Oh God. And there you go, right there. People who say that Blue Protocol is easy, it may seem easy, but as you can see, I'm getting interrupted a little bit here and there and getting hit with moves and knocked back. That is, imagine that, but I'm actually taking damage, you know? And then imagine that, but there's more monsters. Like, combat in Blue Protocol can actually get really intense. Really intense, to be honest. But that's what makes it so fun. Oh, got it. All right, here we go. So yeah, that is pretty much the majority of the combat. Now, I did only show the 4 basic skills that I use, but there are other skills that I'll use for different situations. I have certain skills that I use for farming monsters or XP farming, or I have skills that I use for raids, stuff like that. And matter of fact, how about I just show off those skills right now, just so we can, like, you know, have an understanding of it all. Because I plan on making another video eventually about Blitz Lancer, but I'll probably max Blitz Lancer with alpha skills. That'll be like part 2, and then I'll eventually do the same thing with all of the classes. But yeah, let's get into that. I really want to show the skills because there's some skills that I love so much. Something I didn't mention as well is the fact that this class is the most versatile. Originally, it was actually Heavy Smasher, but Heavy Smasher is slow, and I don't like playing it. It's so slow. But Heavy Smasher has decent long range and or mid-range, you could say. Mid-range and melee, that was the only class that really had that, to be honest. That was the only class. You could say Spellcaster had long range, whatever, all range, but that's because Spellcaster has every single range. It can hit anything from anywhere pretty much. But this class, and let me change my skills real quick. This class, this is like the actual versatile class right here because it can do the most. Also, I will also say that Twin Striker does have long range abilities, but we don't really use those for actual reasons. So really quick, let me show you the skill I was talking about before. That is this skill. This is the G3, and this is the skill I was talking about where it launches you or launches the monster and you in the air eventually. This is G3. Then you're gonna go over to alpha, and the alpha, excuse me, and this is gonna knock it back a bit further. And then you go into beta, and this is gonna launch you up into the air with the monster, and then you can go into a aerial combo with that. I just wanted to show you that, and there's all the other skills as well. And you know what, matter of fact, we could just go through the skills right now. Why not? Really quick. And so this is a skill that we're not using, but we used to like to use a lot. We're using the better version of that skill actually currently. It's a lightning version. This version, whenever you see like a white effect on the ability or moves, that's pretty much showing that whatever elemental weapon or whatever element the weapon that you are currently using is, that's the color that that's going to be. But as you saw right there with the beta, I want this skill, beta skill, because as you can see, that green and then blue bubble that pops up, those are sigils. So if you use this skill, you'll then be able to get all or both sigils on a monster with one attack, which is very crazy. This is a skill that I like a lot. I felt like this was the most Fate-like skill to me. I don't know why. It was just amazing. It is the AoE kind of smash down, and here are the variants here, and it has a blue sigil at the end. It's just not as strong as the current one that I'm using. This is actually the long range skill that I wanted to show off. As you can see, this guy's really far away actually from the monster, and he shoots off that thing and launches a blue, or I mean a red sigil at it. Then it gets a little bit closer, but the shot gets a bit bigger. I'm assuming it does more damage here. Still launches a red sigil. And then here we are with a kind of mid-range, but it's launching red and blue sigils. So there's also that. Very sick, very cool, very cool. And these are actually skills that I haven't talked about at all. These are pretty much status effects for yourself. So like you'll use the status effect, and then when you use a certain skill, like you use a skill that launches you in the air and then you throw something at it like that, it'll do something where this is actually pulling the monsters inward. So yeah, I'm never gonna use these skills. I don't see a point in using them. This is just kind of a way for you to do something else besides what you're regularly doing, which is pulling stuff together, which I don't really need to do, because a lot of the time you're gonna have teammates who are either playing Aegis Fighter or they're playing Heavy Smasher, and they can do those. Also, Archer can do those, you know, like every class has a way to do that. I just don't think sacrificing a whole entire skill slot for this move is worth it, pretty much. But yeah, that's that. And then this one is Sigil related. Pretty much giving you a bit of a boost, stuff like that. Does not matter, does not matter. We don't care about this stuff, guys. We don't care about this stuff. This skill I've actually used quite a bit. It's a charge skill. It seems that this G3 version actually allows you to get a bigger charge, and this skill does a lot of damage. It's just not as flashy. I wish it was a bit more flashy, honestly. But it does a lot of damage. It really does. And then here we go, another version, bigger, and actually has longer reach. And then the beta version, let's see here, bigger charge, and then it actually goes with a green and red launch. So this is a skill that we're currently using. This is the hard hitting skill. This skill hits really hard and it does red. This is the G3 version. This is going to be the G3 alpha version. Oh my god, wait a minute, what? Okay, so this skill at alpha actually does all the sigils. Oh my god, that is insane. That is literally insane. So far, I've only seen the ult launch all the sigils, so that's huge. The beta version, it seems to just be a bind. Wait a minute, it has bind effect? Is that bind? Is that what I think it is? I think that's a bind. So, plus a red sigil attack here. But this is, I'm definitely going for alpha 100%. 100%, that'll be the first alpha skill I get. Let's check out this one. I use this one. This is probably the best AoE attack, I believe. This is the G3, smash down. It has a pulsing thunder under that lasts for a couple seconds, does damage, smash down. Now it's a bit bigger and it's still pulsating and also lasts longer. And then this is the beta, high, smash down, condensed, but still doing damage. So I'm assuming it does more damage there. And for the final skill, or the second to the last skill, I use this skill as well. It's a really good one, really good one. Okay, so that's G3, pretty much generic, just doing more damage there. That is alpha, and it seems like you're doing more damage, plus you have more reach. And then let's see beta here. Decent amount of reach. I don't know what I just saw, actually. That seems to be some type of enhancement. I'll have to do some research on that, but that's that. And then this is the final skill, and I've been trying to use this skill a lot. It's tornado skill. Tornado skill, the third AoE skill I like, or area of effect skill that I like. It's really good, I think, but I haven't really seen too many other people use this skill. But here it is, tornado, and then it hits for damage. Also, the reason why the tornado is white is because of the weapon. Mind, by the way, my weapon is lightning, so when you see me using this skill, it'll be like a blue lightning tornado. And then the beta version is a bigger tornado and it hits a lot more and launches it back. So here, let me really quickly just put on a couple skills that I plan on using eventually. Tornado skill. Let's see here. Put this skill on here. And why don't we go ahead and throw on the long range skill as well, because this is a really good one here. So, oh wait, and matter of fact, let me put on another skill that we haven't used yet on stream. Here, why not this one? This one's good. There you go. So now I can show you all the skills here. Green really quick. This is how I start all my combos. Jump up into red. Easy, okay? Now I'm over here. So that's that, you know, a little bit of damage there. This is the long range skill right here. Long range, excuse me, I'm a bit tired, so I sound a bit drowsy. It shoots and it actually goes through enemies and it'll leave a red sigil on there. Then you have tornado, which will actually hit everything around you, but you just don't see it because not close enough to the other one. And then this one right here. Oh no, this one right here, which will eventually launch something up in the air. And I mean, that's pretty much it. That's really all the skills and everything. And you can kind of imagine what that's gonna do for you when you're incorporating this stuff here, which is like your other little enhancers, and then on top of that, what skills you'll be using in what order to combo into other stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's a lot more stuff that came into Blue Protocol with this class that I'll eventually make a video about, but as of now, that is everything. So I really hope this video was informative. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry about my face and my appearance. I'm a bit rusty right now. I didn't shave. I've been up for a long time and I'm kind of sleepy, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, and if you enjoyed my content, please like and leave a sub. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for making it this far. And yeah, catch y'all in the next one. Peace.